Good evening and welcome here to the FBL RSC Round 4 from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in Canada. I am James Parfitt and I will be guiding you through all the action this evening live on the FBL Community YouTube channel and using iRacing, the world's premier simulator. But here we are, guys, at Round 4 already, and the current track length tonight is 3.91 kilometers, and with 10 corners of absolutely fast-paced epic racing. This is one race you are not going to want to miss. Joachim, welcome into YouTube. Stian, welcome in as well. Go slow-mo. Now, we've got one of our regulars in from chat who's in the race tonight. Glenn Anders Christensen is joining us this evening for a bit of a race. So he's going to give it a go as well from Team Slow-Mo. He'll be making his debut in the FBL community this evening in the sprint race. Now, we've had some changes to the qualifying setup. Now, the reason for that is basically there was some congestion on last week's with open qualifying. So basically what we've done is to avoid all-out crowded track in qualifying. It's been extended to 15 minutes, but people are only allowed to run 7 laps. That is it. Or until they are out of fuel, which is basically about 8 minutes. So they've got to pick their moments when to go out on track for qualifying this evening, because they've only got 7 laps to do it, or the 15 minutes. Now, that was purposely, as I say, to avoid congestion on the circuit, because we have got quite a short circuit this evening. So we basically didn't want all the cars amalgamating onto the track all at the same time. Now, we have got 22 cars in tonight's race, and this is going to be absolutely crazy. Send it, ladies and gentlemen, Team Slow-Mo. Now, I don't really know how to go about the name pronunciation. What do we say there? Is it Svenjan? Sveinen? No, I don't know. Tell me, break it down for me, please, because us English commentators are not good with Norwegian names, and I do try. I got Joachim down and Stian, so that, you know, but that name is one that's definitely going to defeat me this evening. Even though I'm trying vitally hard to get it correct, unfortunately, it is a little bit complicated even for me. Now, we have got 9 minutes to kill while we're here, guys, before we go into the qualifying. As I say, we have changed it around, so it's going to make it hopefully a bit more open, a bit more epic, and the drivers are going to have to pick their moments when they're going to go out onto track. Now, there we go. This is going to be one absolutely epic race, and you're not going to want to miss any of that. Currently, we've got, as I say, 22 cars on track at the moment, and we've got people like Dennis Kiriakopoulos, P1 Crabb, Marco Toman, Eric Hanoi, Stefan Sheen, Kent Gardner, Mike Busson, who's another new one tonight, as well as Stephen Place. They are out on track and currently setting the fastest times on the circuit. So this is going to be a bit of competition for these guys this evening, because they have got extra people on circuit that they're going to want to be able to get hold of and try and keep up with as well. Don't forget, guys, if you can, check out simracer247.com, where our articles are posted, where I do have my own blog as well. So definitely check out simracer247 up at 247.com. And you'll see where we post the race, where we post all the information, where we post my blog. It's going to be a good one as well. First time seeing James Parfitt live, says Sandro Capella. All excited. Thank you very much, young man. I hope you don't get too excited. You'll end up busting a blood vessel or something crazy along them lines. And that would be never good for anyone, will it? You know what I mean? Burst blood vessels. Don't want to be doing that this evening. So there you go. But we have to say 22 cars on track currently. And what we'll do is we'll bring you up the current championship standings this evening as well. Now, these are up to date as of the basically the website this evening. Okay, so here we go. Here is the current championship standings. We've got Dennis Kiriakopoulos. He is leading on 132 points, with Ola Bratton, our man from Team Slow-Mo, is not here tonight on 127. Piotr Mizurik is on 105. John McHutchinson is also not here tonight on 100 points. So that's going to be an interesting one there. Good championship battle leading out with them four. Marco Tolman is fifth on 96. Paul Velasco on 89. Alphonse Ruiz on 74. Marin Grigic on 65. Ray Peasley on 63. Sandro Capella, our very own, on 61. Mark Edmonds on 61 as well. Alex Roggenbuck on 52. Eric Hanoi is there on 50. Damien G next in line in 14th on 47. And Stefan Sheen on 43. We got David Rolliston on 38. Paul Crabb on 34. Martin Spowick on 32. David Wilkinson on 28. Ivan Bramer on 24. Nia Gluskic on 22. Hugh Simpkins on 19. Rob Williams is there on 18. Daniele Cascado on 17. Francesco Cascino on 15. Kate Gardner on 14. Paul Stout on 8. David Walters on 7. And David Tamira at the bottom also on 7 points. So there you go. So make sure you buckle in, get your drink, sit back and enjoy tonight's action, because I can tell you what, it's going to be absolutely epic. Epic racing all the way round this evening. And with only 30 minutes on track, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Come on, Glenn, you can do this. Go Team Slow-Mo. Glenn Ander Christensen is here. Normally in YouTube chat, keeping me company. But tonight he's on track, ready for me to commentate on him. Doing the business here on tonight's race. So let's see how he gets on. Hopefully he'll have a good one. I'm sure he will. He never had normally any issues. So let's see how he goes tonight. It's his first time. Hope he's not a little bit nervous. Hope the guys from Slow-Mo have been making him feel a little bit more comfortable. And, you know, he can settle down and do the biz, because there's nothing worse than coming in feeling a little bit anxiety and excited and knowing that he's going to be on the telly. Look, Mum, I'm on the telly. I'm on the telly, Mum. He's going to be like, oh, it's just going to be absolutely crazy. So I hope he settles down. And, you know, I hope you guys have been getting hold of him and saying, look, Glenn, just do your thing. Do your thing. Take it easy. One lap at a time, young man. One lap at a time. And he's got the business done this evening. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So as I say, qualifying separated. Gone 15 minutes or 7 laps. Okay, 15 minutes or 7 laps. So these guys are going to have to set it up early to be able to get this, get these laps underneath, because it did cause a bit of congestion last week, and there was a few incidents involving slow drivers and people, you know, just being on the racing line when they shouldn't be, and you know, they're just going to have to settle down tonight. I think it's going to be one of these races where they really need to sort of work it out. Do you know what I mean? They're going to have to work out what they've got to do, and that's going to be an interesting thing this evening, and I cannot wait for this. So we have got qualifying underway. 15 minutes is on the clock. Let's see how we go now with just a little 13 minutes remaining, and some of these guys are coming around the last corner to start their out lap, and it's going to start off with Ray Peasley is going to be the first man out and across the circuit here tonight. So Ray and Stefan Sheen, as you can see, some of the cars moving over already. Marin Grigic has gone purple in Sector 1, the fastest man in Sector 1, currently in Sector 2 as well. So there is Marin Grigic there doing the business in Sector 1. So just stay nice and comfortable, guys. Stay tuned in, settle back and get your drinks and enjoy 30 minutes of Motorsport, which is just going to be pure action all the way. Now, let us know your philosophy, guys. If you're sitting back in your radical and you know you've only got 7 laps or you've got 15 minutes, whichever comes first, what would you do? We've got Ray Peasley out and Paul Marin Grigic there setting the fastest lap of the race. I'm currently on a 1:13. What would you do? Would you sit and wait, or would you go out on track and get going? Paul Crabb is definitely a man on a mission as he's going round up now. Round this circuit, heading down into turn 4 And there comes Paul Crabb across the line, actually get that right. He goes in to pole position on a 1:12.75. Tolman on a 1:13.37. Nia Gluskic there was in third, now in fourth. Mike Busson going across in a 1:12.97 as well. So Ivan Bramer, how are you, young sir? You're not here on track again. So unfortunately sad times for you. So we've got Paul Crabb currently in first place. Going across the line, Piotr Mazurek is green all the way across at the moment. He's gone down into fourth place as well. And with 11 minutes remaining, he's going to be on for an interesting battle, as I say, until these guys can get it done. Now let's have a look at Glenn Andre Christensen and Anders Christensen tonight. He is Glenn, I'm just going to call him Glenn Christensen. I hope that's well. Fine. You know what I mean? As Ola Bratton comes in, we go across to Glenn Christensen. He's from Team Slow-Mo. He's currently in 12th place. No Ola Bratton tonight, who's joined us in the YouTube chat to sit and watch all the action this evening. Don't forget, guys, with the absolutely epic amount of viewers that are in at the moment, subscribe, bells, and thumbs up, okay? Don't forget the thumbs up. We just had Paul Crabb go across pole on a 1:11.91. What is Glenn going to do here on the circuit this evening? Goes across the line. Did he improve on his time? Nothing at the moment. So he's got to go again. He's currently on a 1:16. He's got 5 seconds to find over our very own Paul Crabb here, who is the Canadian, who's in 1:11.91. So that's going to be an interesting one to see from them. So let's see how Paul Crabb gets on. Now we got some interesting movers. Kent Gardner is green across the track at the moment. Let's see how Kent gets on and whether or not he can do the business as he comes across the line on green on 1:13. Oh, he's just gone 1:12.98 as Kent Gardner. Go on, Kent. Get in there, son. Get that times on the board. Stefan Sheen coming across the line. He is green, green, green at this moment in time. Oh, Marco Tolman getting all out of shape there. Paul Valesco as well. Kent Gardner is coming round. He's going down into turn 2. He's going to go up the hill around that tricky turn 5. There you go. You go right and then right again. And then he's going to go out on that long run. Out, down through 6, 7, and 8. Oh, there was an incident in the back there. I believe that might have been Marin Grigic. So we'll have to see how he gets on. Oh, yep, there was Marin in the background. Evening all, says Colin Wynn. Evening, Colin. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, young sir. Hope you're having a fabulous time. Don't forget as well, guys, go over and follow the FBL community on Twitter and myself at jparfitt12 as well. And you can see all the times that we go live. And we're gonna have an interesting weekend here for me. I've got tonight and I've got tomorrow where I'm heading up. Believe it or not, I'm going up to Santa Pod Raceway tomorrow to go up there for the day on duty. And then Sunday night I'm on duty as well. And then the week starts all over again. And it's been absolutely crazy. Damien G, I'm still eating curry. Damien, get it down your neck. Oh, you can't even make it now as well because it's in qualifying. Poor Damien G, missing out on tonight's race due to having a curry. Curry. Clearly, something wrong with Damien G's priorities there as he's still sitting eating curry. But we've got Mike Busson going across the line on a 1:11.85. We're new in this evening as well. Another new driver that's joined us. And he's another one doing the business currently between him and Paul Crabb. So there you go. But as I say, guys, don't forget, the qualifying session has changed to 15 minutes or 7 laps. This will hopefully cut down some of the congestion on track with the cars this evening. Still got Dennis Kiriakopoulos is only just heading out. There is Dennis as we're halfway through the session on 7 minutes. He's got his gap. There's a good, nice little gap there for Dennis as well. And Dennis can be able to do the business all the way down. Currently, he's not out. He hasn't got a time, but he's currently down in 21st, obviously. Ivan Bramer. Hi, James. Hello. How are you, Ivan? Welcome, welcome. Welcome into my little world. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're going to have an absolutely barnstorm, and I cannot wait for this. But I tell you what, Paul Crabb, purple, purple, purple. Oh, he goes into pole on a 1:11.56. That's Paul Crabb I tell you what though, old Rob Williams is there on green. Is he going to improve on his time? He's broken into the top 5. Rob Williams on a 1:12.49. Absolutely stellar job from him. Glenn Christensen is also on an improvement lap as well, as he comes across the line now on a 1:13.67, puts him up into 16th place. Fridays are up to the girlfriend, you know how it goes for the Hopping Rabbits team. Yes. Vader, hey chaps, hello, welcome in, thank you so much for joining us this evening. As I say, if you are new, please subscribe, please hit that thumbs up, please hit the bells, and don't forget, drop us a comment on the broadcast as well if you are watching it back at a later date, because we have got some epic racing coming up. We've got the Red Bull Ring, Nürburgring in Nordschleife in 2 weeks time, then we've got Brands, then we've got Zandvoort, then we've got Road America, then we finish out 1st of July on Interlagos. What more could you ask for? Drop us a comment down telling us what is your favourite circuit remaining on the calendar. Is it Red Bull? Is it Nürburgring? Is it Brands? Is it Zandvoort? Is it Road America? Or is it Interlagos? Let me know now, as we can see here with Glenn. Now another man that is green across the board is Piotr Mizurek. He is green. Let's see what Piotr can do as he comes around the last corner. Oh, he goes up into 6th on a 1:12.2. So 1:12.2. Here from Simrace 24/7. Welcome in, Vader. Thank you so much for joining us. Much love to you. I hope you're well, and thank you for joining us from Simrace 24/7. Much appreciated for that as well. I hope they got the information from there. Nords, Brands, and Road Atlanta, says Colin Wynn. What do we reckon, guys? We got Red Bull, Nords, Brands, Zandvoort, Road America, or Interlagos. What is your favourite? Now, I've driven Interlagos in the FBL community before. Was having a really good race until, well, yeah. There's really a story behind that. But we won't relive history here from the FBL community. I think everybody who's in chat knows what happens at Interlagos when I was driving my absolute mad defensive race there at Interlagos, being out in front. First race I've led all season, mind you, and was doing an absolutely stellar job. But Vader, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoy the action this evening. As we can see, the top 5 guys are all in the pits. Then we've got 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 are in the pits as well. And Alex Roggenbach is on the pit. Don't go there, James. I'm not, Colin. I'm not, I promise. I'm not going there. But I was taken out. I was taken out. I was taking out the lead, Colin. I was taking out the lead. I'm not happy. I told you. I just can't let it go, Cole. I just can't let it go. My one-time victory was going to went and disappeared in a puff of smoke. So there you go, but nobody else is improving currently at the moment either. So everybody is down. Miles Owens there, Ivan Bramer, down in 20th place, currently on a 1:13.75. There is literally less than 1.6 seconds separating the whole field. Move on. I'm trying, Cole. I'm trying. It was just so emotional, Mr. Wynn. It was so emotional, and I'm not quite sure. I just don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can. Anyway. Oh, dearie me. Eric Hanoi there coming across the line. He's got 2 green sectors at the moment. Where has he gone into? Currently on a 1:12.64. Got up to 1:12.25. Currently on 7th place. Oh, Piotr Mizurek coming across the track and spinning out there. Nathan Willoughby has also joined us as well. Another new one this evening. There is Nathan. Currently on 5.5 laps. A lot of people have done their 7. Eric Hanoi hasn't. Dennis Kiriakopoulos hasn't as well. Miles Owen is coming to the end of the 7. He's just going around the double right-hander there at the bottom of the circuit. So there you go for Miles Owens. Moss Corner as he goes up. Mario Andretti straight away now, leaning us up into the S's at 8 and 9, and then going 1 whites at turn 10. But there you go. So as I say, welcome in everyone. You know, barnstorming evening to come and join us if you are here for the first time. Hope you enjoy all the action, and you sit back and enjoy. I tell you what, guys, you're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to be disappointed. 1, because we've got 22 cars on track. Okay, 22 radicals rushing down into turn 1 at Motorsport is going to be absolutely crazy. And also, as well, where am I going with this? Where am I going? 22 cars on track, okay? And we're at Motorsport. What more of a combination could be asked for? Oh, my God. I've lost all faults now, Colin. You brought up bad memories. Oh, dearie me. Loving like a commentator, laughing to himself there. As you see, Dennis Kiriakopoulos putting it on third place on a 1:11.89. Great track and car combo. Yes, Vader, this is. Ivan Braver says Nords. Ooh, just Nords, Ivan. Is that it? Nothing else. The Vader, let us know your cars that we got, tracks coming up from the rest of the season. We got the Red Bull, then we got Nords, then we got Brands, Zandvoort, Road America, and Interlagos. Let us know, guys, in chat as well. Damien G, give us your. Let us know from a driver's point of view, and Sandro Cabela, what tracks you're most looking forward to. Now we've got 3 cars on track currently at the moment. Miles Owens, Sandra, Eric Hanoi, and Dennis Kiriakopoulos. And Dennis is the only one that's improving at the moment. So there you go. And we've never seen James in a Radical since. No, you haven't, actually. I got to be honest, though, Cole, right? I did drive the Radical at Gilles Villeneuve the other week. I haven't driven it this week. I'm not actually quite sure where it is. But I've been doing the MX-5 at Nords. I need some SR, mate. I'm in dangerous lights of SR. I need some SR. So I've been doing Nords in an MX-5. And you were flying. I was flying, Ivan. I'd pulled off more defensive manoeuvres than the whole entire Man United football team. I was on a proper run. Owen Park would be mega with these cars. It would be, but that's not on the calendar, young sir. So, unfortunately, that's not on the calendar. So we'll have to go Red Bull, Nords, Brands, Zandvoort, Road America, or Interlagos. What are you saying? Damien G's just got Brands. Just Brands. No others. Right, we have come to the end of qualifying. Let's see if Dennis Kiriakopoulos can get his lap in. Eric Hanoi's also green as well. Eric is coming up around now into Sector 2. He's gone green again. Monza this week in a fit. Oh, isn't it Monza no chicanes though, Mr. Wynn? If I'm on the understanding, which I don't think I've ever driven that car with no circuit with no chicanes. Or am I missing the point? Monza is crazy this week. Right, I'm heading to Monza after the race, guys. So if you see me dive off early. Eric Hanoi's just gone 4th. Eric Hanoi's just gone 4th. He's just put it in 4th on a 1:12.02. What can Dennis Kiriakopoulos do? He is yellow in Sector 2. What is he going to go as he goes across the line now? What is he going to get as we're coming to the end of qualifying? Can he improve? 1:11.81. He improves, but it's not enough to take second place there for Dennis Kiriakopoulos. Yeah, no chicanes, awesome. I'm going to have to check it out. What time's the race? What time's the next one? Can I make it? Is it 8:30, 10:30, 12:30? Because if it's 10:30, I might make that one. However, I have got to get out of bed at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning because I've got to head up to Santa Pod Raceway. So, yeah, it's going to be definitely a early one for me as I've got a 3-hour travel from my house to Santa Pod Raceway tomorrow. So, if it is 10:30, I might just do that one and then go to bed. 10. Am I going to make? I'll make that one. Yeah, of course I will. I'll broadcast this and then I'll make it. Not a problem. Right, let's bring you up the results of qualifying when they come in. And, I might do the 10 p.m. race. Come on, Damien. Come on, join. Actually, Damien, your I rate is probably well higher than me, mate. So I got no hope. You aren't even going to be in my own split, bro. Right, qualifying is done and dusted, and here is the grid. Paul Crabb in first, Mike Busson in second, Dennis Kiriakopoulos third, Eric Hanoi in fourth, Stephen Place in fifth, Stefan Sheen in sixth from Team Vikings, new team tonight, Piotr Mazurek in seventh, Marco Tolman eighth, Rob Williams in ninth, Paul Velasco in 10th, Graham Brown in 11th, Marin Grigic in 12th, Ray Peasley in 13th place. Nia Gluskic in 14th, David Rollison 15th, Kent Gardner 16th, Mark Edmonds there in 17th, Miles Owens in 19th. Now another new one tonight is Nathan Willoughby, he's down in 19th, and Glenn Christensen is down in 20th, Alex Roggenbach is 21st, and David Wilkinson in 22nd place. So there you go. Right. I'm not taking the helicopter. No, I wish. Can somebody come pick me up and take me up there? If somebody could pick me up in a helicopter tomorrow, right, I wouldn't have to get out of bed at 6 o'clock. So come on, help me out. Somebody come pick me up from Somerset in a helicopter. That would be ideal. Vader, you're new here. Do you have a helicopter? Laguna would be top choice too. Oh yeah, I don't know about Laguna. It's a little bit slippery for me. I don't know if I can go through the corkscrew without absolutely binning it. As we wait for Mike Busson and Dennis Kiriakopoulos to get out on track, and David Wilkinson. But if anybody wants to volunteer to come and pick me up in Somerset tomorrow in a helicopter and fly me up to Santa Pod Raceway, that would be amazing. That saves me getting up at basically 6 o'clock to leave my house by 6:30. If anybody is down, let me know. My DMs are open. Hit me up on jparfitt12. And here we go for round 4. Talking about my helicopter, and I missed the start. Paul Crabb now out in front. Mike Busson in second place. Dennis Kiriakopoulos there settling behind him in third place. Maren Grigic, who's running side by side at the moment with Graham Brown. This is going to be an interesting one as they head down into turn 2. They drop up over the hill. Oh, Rob Williams is in the wall. Rob Williams running up over the hill too fast and then puts it in the wall. Unfortunately for him, he is now off track. I tell you what, another man that's done that is Roy Peasley. He's not had a good flying start either. He's currently down the back of the field in 20th place. Not good for him. However, Eric Hanoi sitting in 4th at the moment. Stephen Place in 5th. Piotr Mazurek in 6th. Tolman in 7th. Sheen in 8th. Valesco 9th. Grigic in 10th place. As they go round for the first time now. Paul Crabb is out in front. However, he's not having it all his own way. He's got Busson tucked up right behind him as they're coming round up through the S's now. There they go. They're going to go left. Then they're going to go right into the last corner. And away we go for lap 2. I'm sure the commentary would be a bit shaky tomorrow after the heli, right? Hey, if anybody's got a helicopter, I'm there, right? Don't forget that. I am down for that. Now this is currently here on the track. This is the battle for first place between Paul Crabb, Mike Busson and Dennis Kiriakopoulos. Coming down now into the hill, jumping round the corner of 3. Round Quebec they go. And then off on that run down into 4. There's battles all the way through the field. I'm just giving it a minute to spread out. As we can see Marco Tolman in the background there. He's having a battle with Piotr Mazurek. Looking up the inside, down the hill. Is he going to try and take him on the inside? Oh, Stephen Sheen went in deeper than a deep sea diver there. Just managed to stop the car as they go round the double right-hander at Moss and head up the Marianne Drady Straight. What is going to be happening here in second place? Busson and Kiriakopoulos now battling hard as they're heading down into the final sector of this track and down the right-hander and then up into the S's. So they're going through 8 now. Through the S's they go. They're going to jink the right and then they go left and then they go right into the last corner, which is White's corner, before they lead us round for lap 3 and 30 minutes remaining of this circuit here at Motorsport. Is absolutely epic evenings of racing lined up for you guys. Do not go anywhere for 27 minutes because I tell you what, it's going to get spicy and spicier and spicier. But I tell you what, Mark Edmonds and Nathan Willoughby. There is Mark Edmonds. He's right up behind David Rolliston currently at the moment with Nathan Willoughby about 1.2 seconds back there on the track as these guys are heading down the hill into 4. They're going to jink left and then drop all the way down. Let's just see it from Mark Edmonds' point of view as we go down this circuit. Down the left hand, around the right, up over the hill we go. He's going to go right again. Ooh, that looks a little bit slow from my point of view. I'm no expert, but that did look a little bit slow on that entry there. As you can see now, the gainers and losers on the left-hand side. Well, Paul Velasco up 1, Grigic 2, Gluskic 2, Rolliston 2, Edmonds 3, Willoughby up 4 places. But Stephen Place is still in the mix as well. No changes in the top 5. They are as they were. Mazurek up 1, Tolman up 1. So they are currently your gainers here on track this evening as we go round with Stephen Place. Gluskic here from Team Madai as Madai in 11, currently in 12th with Graham Brown. They've just gone round turn 1 and heading down the hill. Down Clayton Corner for turn 2 where we saw the accident earlier on of Rob Williams going and putting it straight into the barrier. Miles Owen's been off track and has forced him into the pits. Here comes Miles Owen down into turn 1 we go. Oh, curb. Oh, round goes Miles Owens. That's never good for Owens. Not good to be in the wall at that point. Now this is it, guys. We've got a little bit of a toe battle going on here with Eric Hanoi and Stephen Place. So Hanoi and Place having a little bit of a toe battle as they're heading down now. Further back from that, Tolman's making moves past Mazurek as they're heading down into turn 8. Tolman trying to take it around the outside. He's going to be a brave man to get it up the inside of the S's there. He does. What an absolute stunning move from Marco Tolman. Takes the outside line, round 8, and then sends it on the inside of 9 before he gets round to 10. Absolutely job done from Marco Tolman, and that's him up into 6th place. Hanoi is under attack. He is under attack from Place as they drop down the hill, currently into turn 4, into turn 5, going up the hill into double right-hander of Moss. Love to see this much cars on tracks as Ivan Bramer. Yes, definitely on that one. Here we go now, drop down the hill through 4 with Place. Right behind Hanoi. Hanoi's under a deep amount of pressure here. He's got to try and get the job done. Christensen is down in 17th place at the moment for Team Slow-Mo, as we can see the top 5 cars heading down there. Busson, however, is doing an absolute star. I want to just give a shout out to Mike Busson doing a stellar job under pure amounts of pressure from Kiriakopoulos here as they're heading up into 8, going round 9. And then taking the right-hander into 10 of Whites. And along we go. This has been some absolutely epic little scraps all the way around the circuit. Mazurek there, Sheen and Tolman. That is the battle for 6th place as they head through now. Down turn 1 they go. Valesco's locked in a battle. Little Paul Valesco there. He's under attack from Marin Grigic. If he's not careful, Grigic's only about 0.36 back. And it's going to be basically a big amount of pressure for them before he comes under attack there. So Paul Valesco is going to be a little bit careful here as he's got Grigic right behind him as they head round Quebec and down the hill into 4. There they go, up over they go. There is Glenn Christensen. I just want to catch his view. Look at the deep drop down the hill and then up into the double right-hander. 3, down into 2, getting a little bit of squirt of gas there, Glenn, and round it into 1. Got to be careful not to spin it up on the way out, because that's not going to do you any favors whatsoever. But here, look at this battle from Place and Hanoi as these guys head round now and then going round at the last turn. However, look at the battle behind them. Look at the battle behind them. There is Tolman, Mazurek and Sheen all catching up to these guys. There was literally less than a second between Place in 5th and Sheen in 8th. It is just literally like this. Boom, 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 boom. Cars all the way through as they're heading down. Around Clayton they go and down into Quebec corner. What an absolute epic race so far. Kent Gardner and Willoughby are still as well. This is the battle for 15th and 16th. 0.37 seconds behind them. Oh, Willoughby there gets all a bit bent out of shape as he's going to drop down the hill into 5. He's got to look at trying to defend the inside line. Here comes Kent now. Is this going to be a run up up the Andretti straightaway? Oh, Kent's dropped back a little bit. 0.77 seconds. 0.77. But look at this. Graham Brown trying to make the move on Marco Tolman. Oh, Tolman crashed. That's why he's back down where he is. Tolman had an incident. We'll have a look at that in a minute as they go round into 8 now. Here is Tolman dropping down the hill up into the double right-hander. Just goes offline and around he goes. Does he manage to get it back? He does. Doesn't get it in front of Paul Valesco. Doesn't get it in front of Marin Grigic, but he does get it in front of Graham Brown. So now Brown has got it all to do to try and catch up with Tolman, who's got Gluskit tucked up right behind him at this moment in time. Marin Grigic is still locked in the battle. This is a battle for 8th with Valesco and Tolman. Tolman's coming back on to recovering after being a little bit higher up in the field, and then as we just seen, he spun it at the corner. 20 minutes remaining. 20 minutes remaining, guys, here at Motorsports. in this radical league from the FBL Community. Broadcast live on their YouTube channel, where you are going to hit the thumbs up, you are going to hit the subscribe button, and you are going to turn on the bells for all the notifications there, as they give you a little bit of inception just to get it into your head. Don't forget, before we leave, 20 minutes here, and Eric Hanoi still got place behind him, Zurich and Sheen. Hanoi's not making really big gaps towards Dennis Kiriakopoulos. The gap's at 2 seconds at the moment. Kiriakopoulos is a lot still in with Busson and Crabb. So these guys here doing a stellar job as they come down to and around Quebec right about now. There you go, off, dropping up, over, up they go, down the left-hand corner and down into White's turn 5. Right, let's see how this materializes. Oh, we caught the end of Grigic, so he went off track. Let's have a look at the beginning. Marin Grigic and Marco Tolman dropping down the hill of 4. Oh, whoa. That will be a difficult one. I'm going to let the stewards have a look at that. I'm going to keep that to myself. Christian sit here having a battle with Peasley. Peasley's looking at coming back through the field. He's currently up now into 16th place after going back past Christensen from Team Slow-Mo as he heads around the last circuit and around the last corner. Around White's we go. So there you go. That is currently the battle down in 17th and 18th. But up front, we've got Crabb. Then we got Busson, then we got Kiriakopoulos, and then we're into the next section of the cars. Eric Hanoi, place, Zurich, Sheen, before we jump into 8th place, which is now Valesco, Tolman, Graham Brown, and Gluskic there in the thing. So 2 lots of battles at 4. Netcode, oh, I don't know, we're going to have another look at it and see. We'll jump on board with Marco Tolman as we're dropping down 4. Grigic's on the left-hand side of us currently. Ooh, I don't know if we can see much from that one. I gotta be honest. Let's have a look on board with Grigic and see if we can see this. I don't know if we're going to see it from this side either, to be honest. No. Not great camera angles at that corner, unfortunately. So not great to be able to have a look. Gluskic here with Brown. There's Valesco making a move over Tolman as they're coming down into turn 1. That's Valesco up into 8th place. Tolman now. Oh, Brown is running wide. I tell you what, he was running wide there. Dropping down the hill, coming down into Quebec in turn 3. Valesco still on the inside, Tolman on the out. Round 3 we go with Paul Valesco, Marco Tolman. The battle for 7th place, 7th and 8th place at the moment, and more 8th than it is on 7th. There is Tolman there, double right-hander. Off we go up the Andretti straightaway. Over the curb from Valesco as we're running up now. Go on to the chopper, doing the action in Canada this evening for us here in the UK. Tolman is going to look at making a move on the right-hand side. There goes Tolman now. Is he going to get this job done? Is he going to make it stick? As he's coming down into the beginning of the S's, this is Marco Tolman, Paul Valesco side by side. The track goes left. Oh, Tolman gets it there. Goes past Valesco, and away he goes round turn 10. David Rolliston is currently here in 12th place, all on his own, having a bit of a lonely drive. He's got 2.5 seconds in front. He's got 1.3 behind. Graham Brown, however, has not got that comfortable gap at the moment. He's got 0.33 to Paul Valesco, and he's got 0.38 back from that. But Place and Hanoi are still locked in it and not letting it go. Place now, we're really dropping. He's got to try and stay with Hanoi to try and stay in front of Zurich. And if he doesn't manage that, he's going to be in a whole heap of trouble. I'm keeping the eyes on the top 3. Don't you worry about it. I've got you covered. We will bring you all the action if it happens from up front, but they're currently still Crabb, Busson, Kiriakopoulos. As we see Place looking at taking the inside, is Missouri going to run him around the outside of 8. He's trying his contact, oh no! Place, Missouri, and Sheen all involved there. Oh, that is going to be the one. Let's have a look from the chopper. Place on the inside, Missouri on the outside. Oh, call that one. Call that one. Not sure how we would on that side of it, but that absolutely epic battle has just unfortunately come to a very dramatic end, with all 3 cars being tied up there as well. Mark Edmonds has been off. He's having a bit of a bad one. It's his second off tonight for Mark Edmonds as he drops down now past Rob Williams, who's still going round in that radical. I mean, personally, I probably would have put it into the pits. He's got off track, and there goes Mr. Williams there off again. Still down in 19th place, still making it, but unfortunately just seems a little bit slow than everybody else. I'm not quite sure. He's got 156 on the clock at top speed. His car's been repaired, though, by the looks of it. He's been in the pits. He's got it all spick and span again. The guys have been in there with duct tape, hammers, and a few others knocking it out. Paul Crabb just gone a 111.91. Just done a 112.167, slower than his last one. And that's allowed Busson to start closing back up. They're slowly dropping Kiriakopoulos now, and that's never good for Kiriakopoulos. No, Stephen got tagged. Next, Graham Brown. Oh, shh. Shh, don't do that. Don't say that. Here's Brown tucked up behind Velasco at the moment in 7th place. I want to see how this pans out with Crabb and Busson heading down now into Moss Corner. The double right-hander, they're going to go right once. Then they're going to go right again. And then they're going to go on the Andretti straight away. And this is where, if this is going to happen, this is where it's going to happen now. Busson is closing. He's closing. 0.23, 0.22, 0.21. He's under 1. 1/10, 1/8, 1/6. Can he get his job done as he's heading down into 8? He's going to take the outside line. Is he going to run him around the outside? Busson's going brave. He's going brave. He's picked him up. He's stuck it in his pocket. He was going to do it then around the outside of 8. But he settles back in behind and thinks twice about it. And Crabb gets away and lives another day. Oh, Busson gets out of shape. Is this going to allow Kiriakopoulos to come round now as they drop down into 1? Kiriakopoulos has got that back up now thanks to Busson just getting a little bit out of shape at 10. Dropping down the hill into Quebec we go. The right-hander. Kiriakopoulos now. Here we go. This is the gap. You can see the gap. You can feel the gap. And every time we're tucked up behind, it's closing. It's closing down. It's 0.24. He's got to try and stay with him here, though. He's got to get on that gas a little bit earlier as he's trying to get on now. Kiriakopoulos, 0.38, 0.37, 0.36. It is dropping down. It's coming. 3-3. How close can he get to Busson before Busson starts catching the draft from Crabb? I think he's already got it. He's already got it. Busson's 0.4. Going up through the S's section now we go on board with Kiriakopoulos. In front of us is Mike Busson, and in front of that is Paul Crabb. So around we go now. Down into turn, we're down fast to start finish straight. Lap 16, and we still got 11 minutes remaining. Oh, get it. Don't let it bite you in the butt there, Kiriakopoulos, I'll tell you that much. Because it will. This radical will definitely do it. So that is them guys still having their little scraps in the middle. Gluskick, Sheen, Brown and Velasco. These guys are still locked in it. Tolman's a little bit further up in front of us at the moment. But here is Gluskick behind Mr. Graham Brown from Moving Matters. There's Paul Velasco there as they're going to go round 3 and then dropping us up over the top down the hill. Into 4 we go. Oh, is that, look at this. 0.36, 0.32, 0.29, 0.27. Is Busson going to do it again? As he's looking up the Andretti straightaway, he's not going to be close enough this time. Goes around the right-hander, then we're going to take left. Oh, Busson's looking, oh, I tell you, he's looking racy. He is on the hunt, is Mike Busson. The tiger wanted his prey, and the prey will be P1 Crabb in that yellow and blue rad as they go round turn one. Crabb now has got to try and get that gap back out. He's got 0.37. Graham Brown's making moves and moving matters. I'll tell you that much. If he is moving, he's moving in the right direction. Is Graham Brown. He's tucked up right behind Velasco at the moment. I'm keeping an eye as these guys go down the hill. Through four they go. Up into Moss. Now, I'm not going to lie. To me and you, right? To me as well. This looks like a very nice, easy corner. That uphill turn right. It's not. It is flat out not. I have been joined by my rear end of my radical many times at this circuit. The gap's coming down, 0.21, 0.22. He's going to drop behind one. It is 0.15. Busson's going to go again. He's trying to go around the outside again of Crabb. He knows he needs that inside line into 9 to make it stick into 10. He didn't get it this time, but look at this. Kiriakopoulos as well has now joined on to the back of this battle as these guys go around past the start finish straight and drop down again. I think that's going to be it for a minute. Graham Brown up there in 7th place, but Rolliston here and Sheen, they're coming up through the S's now. What can David Rolliston do? Another man who's looking, seeing behind him. There's Kent Gardner and Nathan Willoughby. This is going to turn into another little epic four-way here as they're dropping down past turn one. And off they go for another lap at this circuit. And just in time, we go back up with the leaders as they're coming round Andretti now. Round Moss they go and up the Andretti straight away. Is this going to come down again? Busson's a little bit further back. He's about half a second this time. I don't think he's going to be able to get this. I've got to be honest, he's not going to drop down enough. And he's not going to get there. So I'm going to go back to this man, Stefan Sheen, who is right behind David Rolliston as they come up over the hill. They go right. Kent Gardner is sticking his nose in. He wants a piece of this as well. Oh, Rolliston's just pulled over. What happened to that? David Rolliston. David Rolliston just lost 3 places. Okay. For the first time ever, commentator is silent because I'm not quite sure what that was there from David Rolliston. I don't know. I don't think it was a slowdown. Not in that corner, surely. Rob Williams is off. He's cutting grass. Valtteri Bottas here. Don't want to be doing that, young sir, as he waits for the leaders to go past. And that puts, unfortunately, Mr. Williams a lap down this evening. I'm not quite sure if anybody's got any information on that. Please let me know. But Sheen, Gardner and Willoughby, this is the battle for 9th. Sheen's in the middle. Oh, we've seen them Cubs play a big effect tonight. Stay off them if you can. Rolo! I don't know. I can't answer that, Colin Wynn. I really can't. Willoughby, however, here is going to try and go around the outside of Sheen. He makes it stick round the outside. Nathan Willoughby, outside move into 8 there. Absolutely stunning manoeuvre as he heads off around turn 10 before starting another lap further down there as well. We've got little gaps now, unfortunately, opening up as well. This is literally your closest battle, bar P1 Crabb and Mike Busson. They've dropped Kiriakopoulos. Oh, no! Oh, no! Graham Brown, what have you been up to? Oh, no, Brown! Brown's in the wall, turn 1. Just talking about that curb and how to stay off it. And Graham Brown is just literally... Oh, he's been hit by Gardner! Oh, no! Oh, no! Let's have another look at that. from Graham Brown. I want to go with Willoughby, because I want to see if Willoughby hits Gardner. Graham Brown's already gone. He's spun off in front of us. There's Kent. Goes to the right hand side. Brown pulls over. Kent goes left. Oh, Willoughby missed him. He missed him by literally a hair's knuckle. Oh, unbelievable. Willoughby just missed Gardner as Gardner shot right. Thereafter coming in contact with Graham Brown, who was coming in, recovering back on track. Not quite sure how they played that. He went, the problem is he went right, didn't he? And that didn't leave a lot of room. But here we go. Busson now is at 0.05. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, he's got 4 minutes to do it. Goes around, comes into 10. Here he goes now again around, dropping down into turn 1 and keeping an eye on the action, because it's here as well. From Velasco and Gluskick here in the battle for 6th and 7th place. That was a little bit of a weird one there, but I think from Kent Gardner's point of view, because he went right and Graham Brown went right. So maybe we'll have a look on board with Kent as he comes around turn 1 now. Around turn 10, he's heading off, right? So this is the replay of what happened. So Kent's gone round 1. Yellow flag, he knows it's there. There's Graham Brown. We've gone right. Oh. Eek, 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 eek. That's a difficult one to call. Difficult one to call. Oh, there was nearly contact between Crabb and Busson there. Willoughby is in 8th place. Yes, well done there, Nathan Willoughby. He's a little bit further off the battle with 6 and 7. He's a long way back, but he is driving. He's doing all right. Nathan Willoughby in 8th place. Joined us literally late this evening and come straight into the sprint race. He joined us actually earlier on today, I believe, and then comes in straight into this sprint here at Motorsport. So there you go. That is Nathan Willoughby currently in 8th place. Kent Gardner's in the pits. Graham Brown's in the pits as well. Mazurek is out. Edmonds out. Griegic out. I don't think Wilkinson took the start, and I believe Graham Brown is out as well. So Graham Brown is out currently of tonight's race. Williams still going around. He's currently now in 15th. Is Mr. Williams. He is there. He's obviously gone and let the leaders pass by going a little bit wide. But he's now up into 15th place. Miles Owens is in 14th, a long way in front of him at the moment. But he's still on track, so props to him. Still going after an unfortunate incident in turn 2 on lap 1, which we've all done, I think, at some point in our iRacing career. 2 minutes remaining. We're going to have this one. We might, judging by the fact that they've gone online, we might actually get one more as well before we're on to the last lap. So we could be treated here, guys, to another 3 laps from these 3 guys. Oh, no. Oh, just talking about how Miles Owen was in front in 14th place. And here he is, just going round all on his own. Getting a little bit out of shape is Miles Owens. We want to follow this lead battle. It's a little bit further back than I would have thought, but I'm going to switch back to Gluskick in a minute in 7th, because he's a little bit closer as he's coming on to the Andretti straightaway with Velasco. Here we go. Here is the Gluskick-Velasco battle. Velasco seems a little bit quicker up through that hill and through the S's, I think, at the moment tonight as well, because that gap was down to literally 0.2. That's why I flicked over. But as he goes round, he's a little bit further back. So, tricky corner. Yeah, it is a tricky corner. It's uphill, as we know, but it just seems a little bit like Velasco's a little bit quicker this evening than Gluskick is at the moment. Gardner is back in the pits after having another unfortunate incident. But here we go, the battle for 6th place. Gluskick and Valesco Willoughby down in 8th at the moment. He's a long way back, mind you. He's about 10 seconds. Dropping down over the hill. We go down through turn 2, coming down into Quebec. What can Gluskick do? Can he close the gap up? Look, look, look. Busson, Kiriakopoulos. This has gone back to how it was before. Kiriakopoulos now literally 0.13. Is he going to make the move up into turn 8? Oh, Busson takes the inside line, just positions his car in a way where Kiriakopoulos had to think twice about it. This is it. This is it. They're not going to get another one. P1 Crabb is going to take the victory this evening in the sprint with Busson 2nd, Kiriakopoulos 3rd. Eric Hanoi in 4th place. God, that minute went fly by. Absolutely fly by. Here is Tolman there. I say 2 minutes and it absolutely flew by. Rob Williams coming over the line. He's currently a lap down. Marco Tolman, Paul Valesco stayed in front of Gluskick in 7th place. There is Nathan Willoughby, our debutant this evening, who is coming across in 8th. Debutant, isn't that female? Maybe not. Rolliston in 9th place. Sheen in 10th. Peasley back up into 11th after his incident there. Glenn Christensen coming across the line. Another debut man this evening in 12th. Alex Roggerbach in 13th place. And then we have the Miles Owens, who's coming up into 8th now. So that was close. Crabb, Busson, Kiriakopoulos really had the, all between. Was literally locked in for the whole entire race. The gap was opening from Busson to Kiriakopoulos. It was closing from Busson to Crabb. But they just couldn't get it sticking. Now, I'm not going to lie, right? These guys are currently looking at about a 12, 13K as we see Miles Owens just go off track. We're looking at about a 13K I rating if we had all these drivers together. All of them are 4.4 and above. So, you know, let's be real about it. There's an epic job for these. Eric Hanoi is also on, he's up into 5.5, nearly 5.3K of IR. So there you go. Right, let's bring you the results for tonight's race. P1 Crabb is your winner. Busson in 2nd, Kiriakopoulos in 3rd, Hanoi is in 4th. Marco Tolman in 5th, Paul Valesco in 6th, Gluskick in 7th, Nathan Willoughby in 8th, David Rolliston in 9th place. Stephen Sheen in 10th, Ray Peasley in 11th, Glenn Christensen in 12th, Alex Roggerbach in 13th, Miles Owen is in 14th place. Rob Williams is down in 15th, Kent Gardner in 16th, 4 laps down, Graham Brown 6 laps down, Stephen Place, Piotr Mizurek, Mark Edmonds, Marin Grigic and David Wilkinson didn't unfortunately finish the race. So there you go. Absolutely stunning evening of racing from these guys here at Motorsport. What an absolutely epic night. Right, and here I am again now. Thank you so much for everybody that's been joining us there. Vader, Co Brown, Vader's fresh in chat tonight. So here we go. Let me see. Oh, I missed loads. Blimey, I missed loads. What was going on in chat? Look at this. FBL did a nice first race, Glenn. Good job. Yep, he did. He got a stunning job. He finished the race in 12th place. So there you go. Awesome drive from Nathan Willoughby. It was Nathan up 11 places. The highest gainer on track tonight. He was up in the top 8. Great racing. Great broadcast. Thanks, guys. No worries. Great race. What a pace in front, says Ola Braden. And then Barnstormer. Good old Barnstormer here from Colin Wynn. Now let's have a look and see if we can get some people in for a chat this evening who we got waiting in the Discord for us. Currently we've got P1 Crabb has joined us, so let me have a quick word with Paul here in the Discord this evening. Paul, welcome in.
Hello, James. God, you're loud.
Oh, mate, you should just watch me back, dude. You know what I mean? Just make sure you turn me down because it does can get a bit excited. But how are you,
No, no.
sir?
I'm very, very pleased with myself. I must say, I survived.
Yeah,
So
that was well, it was described in chat by our very own Colin Wynn as Barnstormer.
yeah, I like Motorsport. I always go well here. So I was hoping to qualify in the top few, but I got a really good quali run in that I got a good draft, which was really beneficial. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you managed to stay ahead. The gap had come down to Mike behind you and was down to Kiriakopoulos. I think one time you were literally barely a second apart between the three of you. You know, you're going out in front. You're dropping down into. You're dropping up the hill, going down the hill into 4, then up into 5. You know you've got that long straightaway, and you've got Mike Busson barely a half a second behind you. You know, what are you thinking going down there? Because are you just sitting there thinking, he's going to get me going into 8 here? Because you've got nothing to pull you along. Busson's got you.
He has, but if I stay right, he's got to go all the way around the outside, and it's really difficult. He's then got to go around the outside, around the inside, and then back around the outside again, unless he does a cutback. So he needed to be at least alongside me going into there to force me off my line on the second left-hander. So as long as I could make it round the first right-hander, I knew I could fend him off after that.
Yeah.
So that,
It's definitely a difficult section, isn't it? That right, and as you come up into 8, where you go right, left, and then right again.
yeah, you've got to take everything's a late apex. You've got to aim for late apexes for all three corners, and then you're okay. But Mike was faster than me in coming out of the hairpin. I couldn't quite get the hairpin dialed in tonight, so I knew that I got it up right about 3 or 4 times, but Mike was nailing it every time. So I thought every time he was gaining on me on the straight coming out of the hairpin. So it was good fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely was a good race, and well done to you, Paul, taking the victory tonight here at Motorsport.
Thank you for that.
No worries, you take care.
Okay, Jay.
Right, let's bring in Mike. Has joined us in the booth. Mike, how are you?
Very well, yourself?
I'm always wonderful, mate. I've just sat and watched 30
Good.
minutes of pure, absolute, epic action all the way through the field with 22 cars on track at Mosport. What more could I ask for?
Not a lot, not a lot.
No.
I'm looking forward to watching it back.
Oh yes, it was an absolutely epic scrap. Now, we've just heard from Paul. He's complimented and said basically it was an absolutely epic race between you guys out in front, between you and Dennis. Now there were times, Mike, I've got to ask. You opened up about a 1.2 second gap at one point to Dennis, and then Dennis kind of ended up right behind you again. You know, what was that your doing, or did you just unfortunately sort of have that moment in the race where you're I want to say just plodding along, but that's not quite what I mean, Mike. If you get me.
Yeah, I would say it's because I was quite fast into the last few corners, and when I'd sort of come up against Paul, it's sort of all concertinaed up, and I couldn't really do much. So you sort of lose your rhythm a little bit, and I was mindful that Dennis was there, and I'm thinking I don't want to push Paul too hard because that's just going to introduce another car in my first outing in the league. I just want to finish.
Well, you definitely finished, mate. You were in second. You know, how do you handle a 30-minute race like that? Because it was just non-stop, constant, constant, constant.
It's the first time, I briefly said to Paul, it's the first time I've done it by time rather than laps, and I thought to myself, I'll leave myself time to have a little go right at the end, but because it was time rather than laps, I sort of misjudged it all, and the moment had passed, shall we say.
Yeah, you did have Dennis right up behind you as well for pretty much the entire race. You know, how do you play that from a driver? You're trying to get first, but you're trying to defend third. What's the thinking of it all?
It was a case of just trying not to fight Paul too hard, really, because, like you say, Dennis was there, and Dennis would have taken any opportunity. So, first outing, I thought to myself, what's better, So I went for the law of averages this time.
to be fair, I would have done the same. You know, we've got Red Bull Ring next week, so that should be an absolutely interesting one as well. You know, a few corners.
Another good one.
Well, yeah, a few corners, few straights, and that's pretty much describes the Red Bull Ring, really, when you think about it. That's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? Because you've got 3 opportunities in a row to overtake somebody or lose a position.
It's another good track for me, really. So I'm hoping, and obviously a little bit more space in some of the corners for me to get an opportunity without sort of influencing too much, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be fair.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Well, Mike, congratulations on your 2nd place in your debut this evening as well.
Thank you
well
very
done
much.
to you.
Speak to you soon.
Bye. Right, let's get in Dennis now into the booth. Dennis Kiriakopoulos has joined us, your 3rd place man here tonight on track. Dennis, how are you, young sir?
Hey, hello, James. I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Are we going through our customary "I'm sweating" conversation, or are you going to be? Are you a little bit more composed this evening?
Tonight it was okay because I was chasing those guys, so I didn't have the pressure. So it's okay for me. I think it's mostly Mike and Paul that are sweating.
But look, you got 3rd place, mate. You finished. You know, everything was good. From your perspective, you know, on my screen, you've only got 1 off track. You know, so a good race overall, even though you were in 3rd.
Did I get enough track? I think 0x.
I don't know, but my little timing tell showed me 1. But you know, look, don't you worry about it, Dennis. You got 3rd place. That's all that matters, and you survived.
Yeah, it's almost important.
And you got points. You know, on to Red Bull Ring next week.
Yeah, for sure. Next week is gonna be interesting. I think Mike Hutchinson will be back, so there's more and more fast drivers. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if Ola Bratton's going to be back as well. He's been joining us in chat and YouTube as well. So, you know, YouTube's been really busy tonight. So it's been great from a league perspective. You know, from your perspective, with the Red Bull Ring, are you gonna go out practicing, or is that kind of a circuit that you already know and love?
I know this track already, but you know, with such fast drivers, if you don't practice, you're gonna end up midfield. So I have to practice to be able to be in front.
Definitely on that one. And as you say, we've got some exceedingly fast drivers in this league this year. But Dennis, well done to you for 3rd place, young sir. And I will happily see you in the Red Bull Ring next Friday.
Yeah, thank you, James.
No worries. You take care. Right, guys, that was our top 3 this evening. Nathan Willoughby, really enjoyed the race, guys. Defo back next week. I should hope so, Nathan. You were the highest gainer on 11 places you gained and up into 8th place. So well done to you. But that is it. That's it. That's tonight's broadcast done and dusted here on the FBL community. Now, if you're watching it live, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're watching it back on recorded, don't forget to hit the thumbs up as well. And don't forget to hit the subscribe. Turn on the bells, because next week we are at the Red Bull Ring, and that is going to be one race that you are not going to want to miss. Thank you for a wonderful broadcast. No worries, Stian. Much love for you joining me every single week. Hopefully we'll see your boy Ola Bratton. Is he back next week? I can't remember if he was back next week or he may be back for Nords, I think he said, if I'm not mistaken, unless I read something completely different in the Discord, which is always a possibility, because, you know, hey, I wear glasses for a reason. But as always, guys, that's it from me this evening here on this wonderful FBL Community Radical evening. Colin Wynn, thank you. So kind of you to say so, young sir. Thank you so much. And really, guys, that's it. Me signing off tonight. So all that's left for me to say now, guys, is take care. Have a great week. And you never know. If you got extremely low IR, I might see you on a track sometime. Good night.